Hey everyone, welcome to the Captain Drone YouTube channel. My name is Steve and this would be the K170 Blackhawk. This is a product by WL Toys and it's basically a Blackhawk RC remote control ready to fly helicopter that runs on a 1S battery, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's fast. Now since it is a ready to fly kit, that means you get the helicopter, you get the stand, you get the takeoff and landing pad, you get the remote, and you get the battery and battery charger. As well, you get some spare parts in case you destroy this baby. So let me quickly put the specs up here so I can tell you all about it, then I'm going to take it for a flight. First off, it's under 250 grams. It does have a built-in 6-axis gyro as well as a barometer, so it will stay at the height you leave it at, and the 6-axis gyro stops it from going side to side and flipping upside down. It does run on a 1S battery, and you can order this with 1, 2, or 3 batteries. Each battery will give you 8 minutes of flight time. The includer remote is universal, so if you're a mode 1 or mode 2, it doesn't matter because the joysticks are right in the center. It does have a button on it for speeds. There's 3 speeds on this baby. It goes from super fast to crazy fast to ludicrous fast. And it does have a little takeoff and land button over here. And finally, batteries are not included. I should also mention that the range between this radio and this little heli is 100 meters. Now for motors, you have a brushless motor in the main rotor. That's why it can go so freaking fast. And in the back, you have a normal brush motor. So what I want to show you next is my flight indoors and then outdoors, and then I'll show you a quick unboxing, then back to me. So check this out. All right, first things first, power on the remote. There we go. Next, take a battery, plop it in the heli, and power on the heli just by plugging in the battery. Like that. There we go. Then take your nose and put your nose on. Then after the nose is on, take your heli, plop it down any direction you want. Usually have the tail facing towards you. Wherever you're standing, face the tail. So I'll put it like this. Take your blades and put them in a 4-blade pattern like that. Then you can see your remote is still flashing here. So to stop the flashing, just take this joystick, go up, down. There we go. Now we're connected. Next, before you fly, you want to do a gyro calibration. Just in case the gyro's off, you take these 2 joysticks, you pull them down and over to the right. Both joysticks down and to the right. There we go. That's a gyro calibration release. And the heli is now level and calibrated. Now to take off, you have this, which shows the takeoff and land button, or you can pull the joysticks down and out. Now, since we're indoors, I'll just do the joysticks down and out. There we go. That way I can control how fast it goes up. So I'll go up slow. There we go. Don't hit my ceiling. And I'll bring it over to the center of the room. Remember, there's no optical flow on this or anything, so it goes at 1 speed really fast. So if you're going to fly this indoors, you better have a little bit of skill at flying devices that have no optical flow or any GPS or anything like that. For me, it's very simple to do because I've been in the RC hobby forever. But for a newbie who's not in the RC hobby, it could be a little scary. There is a barometer in it, so I'm not controlling the height anymore. It's doing it itself. But yeah, I can fly it around the house if I wanted to. There you go, bring it close. Bring it over here, and I'm just going to put it down. I just wanted to show you you could do it indoors. So to go and land it, let me hit that little button up top. That's the land button. But I've got to control it when it comes down so it lands on the table, or else it's going to land someplace weird. All right, you ready? Here we go. Hit the button. It's going down. Do you see what I mean? I don't like these auto things. It would have been easier if I did it myself. So there you have it. That was the indoor flight with this little heli. I do not recommend newbies try indoor flying because it will go and smash into your walls and everything else. You will not be able to control it on the joysticks. It does have different speeds on it, but those are more for outdoors. So let's go fly it outdoors where this thing will really shine. All right, we're outdoors, beautiful sun, very cold, and we're gonna fly this baby. Power the remote on, plug in our little battery. I'm still using the same battery as indoors, and put our little nose cover on. Our heli's down there. I'm not gonna do a gyro calibration because it's not really flat and level. The ground's kind of crooked, but I will initiate it. There we go, we're ready to go. All right, so to start the motors, once again, down and out. And then to take off, let's press this button this time. There we go. So that's what it does on auto takeoff. This is definitely not a heli to fly when there's wind. You got to fly it when there's no wind. Like right now, it's windy. You can see it bounce up and down and everything. It would do better if there was no wind. but I could control it easy. So let's try out the speeds here. So I believe I'm in the first speed. I'm gonna go up and down my road. All right, so I'm gonna spin it around and come at me full speed, up in the air. That's normal speed. That's pretty fast. I can change the speed. Bring it over here, and it'll buy me at full speed. You probably can't see it because it's way up there, but here we go. I'm gonna come out my head at full speed. We're going by, full speed. That is fast. That's way too fast for something this size. With a 1S battery, that's crazy. Let's try the last one. 3 beeps. Oh, it's gonna go super fast. All right, here we go. You ready? Right at my head. Coming. That is much too fast. Let's go back to 1. I think the best place for me to fly this is maybe in my backyard. There's no wind back there, so let me land it and I'll go fly it in my backyard. I'm gonna land it manually here. Coming down nice. Go over on the landing pad. That's close. I'll put it over there. All right, let's try this in my backyard. There's still battery power left, so it should fly for a bit longer. So we're heading to my backyard here. In my backyard, I've got the house blocking the wind and some trees. So there's always less wind in my backyard. Let's go fly. Okay, so there's still wind back here, but there's not as much wind as out in the front. Let's see if I can stand back here. I'm falling in snow. So let's go up again. Take it up. Come on. There we go. Okay, so with less wind, let me just see if I can show you what it looks like with less wind. This is less wind. It's a little bit easier to control. It still moves a little bit to the sides with the wind. Here, I'll try to put it in the center. So with less wind, much easier to control, but it's still affected by the wind. So in my backyard, I can fly around here. I'll just show you what I can do. Come on, Blackhawk, let's do some circles flying around. It's very easy to fly. Like, if you could fly anything in the RC hobby, other than a DJI drone, because those are all run by GPS and optical flow and everything. But if you can fly things in the RC hobby that don't have optical flow or GPS, then you can fly this easy. I'm just going around my backyard here. Oh, it says it's out of power. Ah, the battery's dead. No, it won't go up. I gotta kill it. Oh well. So that was it. Dead battery. She won't go anymore. And mine only came with 1 battery, so that was pretty much it for the flight. Here we have the box the K170 arrives in. Inside the box you'll find the instruction manual, as well as a takeoff and landing pad, which is made out of a type of rubber. You can receive 1, 2, or 3 1-cell batteries, as well as a USB battery charger. You place the battery in the nose of the helicopter. Most 1-cell batteries will fit as long as they're not very thick, and the battery needs to have this type of battery connector. Also included would be a micro Phillips screwdriver, an Allen key, 4 spare blades and 1 tail rotor are included, as well as 1 spare gear that goes between the brushless motor and the main rotor. The first thing you'll notice about the helicopter is that it comes fully assembled, and it is highly detailed for such a small item. As you can see here, the tail motor is a brushed motor, and the motor that powers the main rotors would be a brushless motor. Total weight of the Blackhawk helicopter with a battery is only 96 grams. Another item included in the box would be the radio. Now the radio takes 6 AA batteries, and those batteries are not included. The radio does have a takeoff and land button, as well as a speed assignment button. Moving the joysticks on the radio will affect the swash plate on the helicopter. And finally, the last item in the box would be the display stand. This is a nice touch because when you're not using the heli, you can display it. Alright, so you're back to me, and the first thing I want to mention is the battery. So if you order this with 1 battery, 2 batteries, or 3 batteries, guess what? If you've already bought RC products at home, you probably have batteries that fit. It doesn't matter if they're the same size. What I mean by that, like look at the shape of this battery and look at the shape of this battery. Both of them fit inside because the nose is pretty long. As long as you have the correct battery connector, you're all set to go. There we go. I put the battery between my fingers, and there's the battery connector. If you have something like this at home, then you're all set to go. All right, so now the good and the bad. The good is that it's very scale looking, very authentic. It comes with this awesome stand. It comes with the landing pad, so it's pretty decent in that regard. The bad is that if you have no skills, if you're a total beginner flying something RC, you're going to destroy this. If you're somebody who flies DJI drones or Autel drones or FIMI drones and you're used to using the remote and the drone is doing all the work for you because it has optical flow, GPS, and all those other cool things in it where you can let go of the joysticks, you're going to destroy this. Because this has no optical flow and no GPS and no other features that allow it to stay really stable in the air. You saw me fly it indoors, it was moving all over the place. I could control it, but I couldn't see a beginner controlling it. Outdoors, a beginner in a wide open field, you should have less problems, but honestly, it's a handful. And it goes too fast. Honestly, I don't know why they put the speed on it that they put on it. It's insanely fast. Now, let me tell you, I am Captain Drone, and I've been in the RC hobby for an awfully long time, and I fly everything in the RC hobby and drive everything in the RC hobby. But I crashed this because it goes too fast. I was whipping it up and down my road and having a great old time, and I flew it into the side of my wife's car. And well, I don't know if you noticed, but I've only got 3 blades now. I used to have 4, but I only have 3. And also there's some tape at the back as I cracked the tail rotor. Certainly you get spare parts along with it, but if you destroy a blade so bad that you wreck the rotor head, and there's little plastic components that control those blades, well then you can't fix it yourself. You'll have to get a new rotor head. So let my lesson be your lesson. In other words, if you're new at flying this, or say you're pretty good, don't fly it around vehicles or obstacles that it can crash into. Just fly it in the wide open and you will be okay. So this product is available on the Banggood website, and it is not very expensive for what you get. So I am going to put my link below as well as my discount code. So you should be able to get this at a really good price. So check the link, check the discount code, and you'll be as happy as can be. All right, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have questions on this baby, just post your questions below and I'll get back to you. But for now, I say thanks for watching. Bye.